Hey there. It is Friday the 16th. We are getting close to hectic time. Well, it's getting kind of hectic around here already, probably at your house too. But, boy, I have done some fun. I did something really different yesterday. Well, something I used to do a lot more of, but it's been about 20 years, I think, since I was in a recording studio. This was kind of cool. Some friends of mine, will have the results of this hopefully up in a couple of days. A couple of friends of mine asked me to accompany them to church, which was a bit of a change, and back them up while they were singing a really cool duet version of something I was just messing with there. But it was a contrapuntal song, kind of like Paul Simon did with Scarborough Fair, tying a second song into an existing song. The existing song was this. Traditionally played around Christmas time with religious lyrics and the rest of the year with Old English lyrics. So, but it was really fun. We'll have videos up of this I hope in a day or two. But it had been a long time, like I said, about 20 years since I recorded an album or sat in a room where it's unbelievable what the guitar sounds like. You know, this really live room with two great singers. And so anyhow. That was my week, which delayed again a little bit of the tunes I've been working on. Let me tell you first what we had come out this week. I want to thank Nesh for putting together an Elvis lesson on one night. You got to check that out. It is really cool. And then what was the other one? I finished that one right now. Oh, how'd you like this? For those that haven't seen the lesson, that little, this is of course Silver Bells, and probably the only theory thing I'm going to get around to talking about today. Wow. Was these set of chords I played in there that had a couple notes out of one of the main chords, one of the primary chords in the key, the major chords at 4 and 5, minor chords at 6, kind of a diminished chord at 7, but all we needed, I'm only playing 2 of the notes of the chord, so we're not hearing any diminished sound there. And just by changing notes on the 3rd and 4th strings, here would be like my E chord, just 2 notes there, F sharp minor, and all I'm doing is playing thirds on the 4th and 3rd string. E, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A, which would now be a major third, I'd be at the 7th and 6th frets, B, which would be at 9 and 8, continuing to C sharp minor, which would be at 11 and 9, and I guess I'm naming the 4th string first and then the higher one. My D sharp, kind of minor diminished sound, but I don't have any D sharp. Yeah, I do. It's just the D sharp. It's just the root and the 3rd, without the flatted 5th, which would be this. No, there we go. There's the diminished chord I would have. Yeah. So, key of E, work on your thirds on the 4th string, where it means the lower note of the interval would be on the 4th string, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. And then a third of those on the 3rd string, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, doesn't sound like we're finished, huh? Anyway, in the Silver Bells lesson, I talked about doing these, adding a bass note on the 6th string. So, okay, that's all I want to talk about with that. I think I'm going to play a little bit more later today too, or in just a few minutes. And I had one more important thing to talk about. Oh, Song Surgeon. Most of you probably got the email from me and the team talking about this. There are really only two utilities I use with creating lessons, and one of them is, of course, Guitar Pro, that most of you know about because we see those all the time. But Song Surgeon has sort of stayed more in the background because it's not like an everyday thing, but it has really, and I use it sometimes just for changing a key with something. I'll listen to a song and maybe sometimes slow it down, take it down to 80% to hear a little bit clearer what's going on. That's the main thing I do in a fast, like, finger picking song, is want to hear it with a little less, well, just slower. And but it does a ton of other stuff that I didn't really know about until I started looking back into it a few months ago. As far as figuring out the beats of a song, figuring out the chords to a song. You'd think I would have looked at that. So I appreciate everybody that decided to add it to your world, and I think I'll start a forum thread about that to kind of trade tips on it, because it really seems like a cool thing. So let's see. I think that's it. So this recording thing in the studio this is what led to me not finishing the songs I was working on. Here's one of them. As my goal with even Silver Bells and with this one was to try to make something sort of playable if you have a bit of experience, a bit of finger picking experience. And then I thought, well, that's kind of short. We should do something else. Just play it again. No, maybe try it an octave higher. Oh, that'll make it like a lot harder. Let's see what happens though. I think I did this last week. Got to take it back an octave down into the lower octave at this part, but it could bring in harmony. It's going to make it a lot harder, but that's coming up. And so I'm going to get those done in the next couple days. By the middle of next week, you'll see my last 2 Christmas lessons, I think, for this week, for this year. Probably. So let's just take it out with some Christmas tunes. Oh, you know what? Here, I haven't figured out what key I would do this one in yet. Now, so help me out with this. Here, I'm going to experiment with a little melody that I'm sure you know. C is not good. It starts on the 5th, and the melody goes from the 5th to the 6th. So if I want to do that in the key of C, I'm going to have to do something like this. Not good. So I need a key that has the 5th of the chord, maybe G, kind of someplace high. Let's see how it works in G. Melody gets kind of low. Not liking that one. Let's try E. Not looking good at all. Let's try A. Not looking promising. on a different fingering for the D chord needed, because this is a pretty interesting little melody because it goes from the major third to the minor third. Even harmony, maybe. Okay. Maybe I'll get to another song. I don't think I've done an instrumental one of that. I hope. I hope I haven't, because if I have, I would have already figured out what key I should do it in. All right. Let's just end with a little Christmas fantasy. See, I already did something in minor key. Let's do something in major key. Let's go into C and mess around with some of those songs. What is that? That's still A minor, huh? What's a C? That's enough of that. It's getting tired of it anyway. What else do I play in C? No, I just did that one. Oh man, that'd be like... key I played in? Let me try it again. It stays on C, right? Okay, I think that's enough for today. I'm gonna get up to finishing these lessons, and we'll be back hopefully next week. We'll see, as it's getting right into the Christmas weekend. I'm not sure what I might have some special guests. I will have kids around probably. Maybe I'll get them on camera and get them to play some songs for you guys. Okay, that is it. Hope everybody has a good weekend and gets a lot done. That's my goal.